Hi, and welcome to Larry's computer class. Today we're going to talk about basic computer settings for beginners, people that have very little knowledge of using a computer. They want to start from the beginning. This is where you want to be. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the cursor or the pointer, which is the thing I'm moving around on my computer screen. You do that by moving your mouse up and down, side to side, and it'll give you a little coverage of your mouse and your keyboard. This is your typical mouse and keyboards. Give you a little better view. As you can see, mouses and keyboards come in varieties, shapes and colors. This is a pretty good little picture. Your mouse right here, I'll just show you while we have a nice picture of one. There's two buttons. There's a left button and there's a right button. And in the middle, there's a little scroll button. This scroll button, I can actually show you while we're actually on the internet. This is actually a web page. And see here you have a scroll bar that goes up and down. You can move it by putting your cursor on it, the pointer, put it on the box, hold your left mouse button down, and move your mouse. And it actually scrolls through the screen. As you can see, there's quite a few different keyboards and mouses you can choose from. That's one way. And then, as I said, the little button in the middle will do the same thing. If you're on the web page, just move that knob up and down, back and forth, and it will scroll through the pages. Other than that, you have your keyboard, which has numbers and letters and symbols and all kinds of things on it, and your mouse with your left and your right button. We're going to talk more about the mouse right now. I'm just going to minimize this. As I said, your cursor goes back and forth, up and down as you move your mouse. You see these icons here? These are different web pages, different places to go. These are called shortcuts or icons. This particular one is Firefox. You might have heard of it. A popular one that you're probably going to hear of is Internet Explorer. That usually comes with your computer. So I'll show you that one. So I go to this icon, move my cursor to the icon, and hit your left mouse button twice. And it's going to bring you to Internet Explorer. Your Internet Explorer is also for the website. I'm not going to get too much into the browsers because we're not on that subject right now, but just to show you quickly, this little line, if you click with your left button, it minimizes it, puts it down here in the tray. The box, if you click on that, it makes your screen smaller or full size, and if you click on the X, it closes it. Now when I say click on a button, or click here, click there, click on this, you move your cursor to that particular thing, and you always use your left button, your left mouse button. Just click it twice. If I say right click, that means you use your right mouse button. Right mouse button, in this case on your desktop, brings up a list of displays. And that's pretty much it. If someone doesn't say click on your right mouse button, if they just say click or go to this, you always use that left mouse button. So let's get into a couple settings here. Click on your right mouse button and we're going to go to personalize. This talks about your computer. Different settings, different colors, different pictures you can set up on your computer. The first one is Windows colors and appearances. And as you can see, there's a whole list of different colors here. That's actually this color right here that you see, where it's like a two-tone green. You can pick these colors, and that's where your screen color will look like. Color intensity, you can move this around. Put your cursor on this button. Hold your left mouse button down, and move your mouse, and you can change the different. See how the color on the top of my screen is changing, darker, 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 lighter, lighter, lighter. You can do that. So you could pick any color you want and choose how bright or how dark or whatever you want it. That's it for that. Desktop backgrounds. And desktop backgrounds, like right now I have, let's minimize this so you can see, I have just a solid brown color, a gray color I mean. Here. You can change this to any color you want. You can also, they give you options. that come with the computer. Solid colors, public colors, I'm not sure what it is. Let's see. Nothing. It gives you a choice of just colors. The main ones you're going to want to worry about are pictures and solid colors. Solid colors are the ones we just talked about. Pictures, you can actually, I have a couple pictures saved here. I'm going to do more on pictures and desktops and screensavers on a different video. It's a little too involved for what we're going to talk about today. But I got a couple pictures here we can sample with. One of them, nice looking boat. We minimize this, you can see. Puts a boat on the background. Any picture you want, you can do that with. Two backgrounds. And I'll show you down here, see where this says blue? It's been clicked on. You can click on that with your left button. This is full screen like I had. It covers the whole screen. This is tiled, where it'll put a whole bunch of littler pictures on it, smaller pictures on it. And then you have a single picture in the middle. And then when you click on this, it says change background color, because as you can see the picture is smaller and you can choose a color you want in the background for that. You can choose any color you want. Red, green, yellow, orange, anything you want in the background you can pick for that color. That's just about it for background colors. Screensavers, like I said, I'm going to have a more in-depth video on screensavers later on. Screensavers, you have here, it says wait, and then you can set minutes. You can use your up and down arrow and use your left button and click on it, up and down. You can put your cursor in the box, use your back button and put in any number you want. 10 minutes. Back button, 15 minutes, whatever you want till your screensaver comes on. Now, screensaver is for your screen, for your computer screen. If you have one picture or one image on your computer screen for long periods of time, it'll start to what they call burn out your screen. And when you turn your computer off, you'll still be able to see them images in your screen, and that's something you really don't want, because it'll be really hard to see other things that you want to watch on your screen. You'll have these little images burned into the screen that you can't get rid of, which is the purpose for coming up with a screensaver. And all this does is, like I said here, set your time. So when your computer's idle for 15 minutes, your screensaver will start, and then pictures will just start cycling through your screen. They have default ones. You have 3D text, Arial. You can click preview it on your screen. That's what it'll look like after 15 minutes when your screensaver comes in and starts working. And you just hit any button on the keyboard or move your mouse and it goes back to whatever screen you were on before. Bubbles, previews. You get your little bubbles that go across the screen. It's just so your screen is constantly changing and it's not the same image everywhere on the screen. And like I said, just move your mouse, hit any button, and it goes back to where you were. You can put personal pictures on here, photos, but that's the part we're going to have to talk about later, because that gets a little more involved than we have time today to talk about. Well, I'm just going to set this back to where it was before. Apply, hit OK. What's next? Sound. There's not much you can do with sounds. You can turn sounds on and off that you want. You have Windows default, or you have no sounds. Windows default, you can scroll through these. Menu pop-up, you can have a sound. New fax notification, new mail notification. You can choose all different sounds you want, on, off. Go in and play with these. There's nothing on this page that you can do that's going to hurt your computer, so don't be afraid to go in and just try different things. Anything you can do on this is made for you to change. Pointer, as you can see, I have a pen right here. That's a cursor I have, or the pointer I have. Here's some default ones, other choices they can have. You can go in and pick ones that you want, different symbols. Click on it with your button, your left button. Hit apply, hit OK. Pointer options, there's a few different things. Select pointer speed. You want to set this fairly high, a little bit towards the fast side. Doesn't have to be all the way to the top, but you want it a little bit towards the fast. That's how fast your pointer moves. If I put it on slow, my pointer, as I move my mouse a lot, my pointer will move a little bit. If I put it on fast, I move my mouse a little bit, my pointer will move a lot. And you can adjust that to how you like it. The more experience and the more practice you have with moving your mouse and your cursor around, the faster you're going to want it. You can start off in the middle or a little slow to start with. Auto, this you don't want to use this. Auto move pointer to default button in a dialog box. That means like this box right here that you're looking at is called the dialog box. If this dialog box opens, your cursor will automatically go to the default button. See how this one's blue and these aren't? The cursor, and you don't want that as a beginner, because if you hit your mouse button, it's going to do stuff you don't want it to do. So make sure this is unchecked for now. Later on, as you get more comfortable with things, you can move that around. The wheel, that's the same thing as that little wheel I told you to scroll up and down on the pages. That changes the speed of that. Hardware device settings, you don't really need much on that. Themes, there's not much for themes anymore. There used to be a lot of themes, but they don't really give you a bunch of choices for themes. And themes are just noises and backgrounds and how your pages look and sound options. You know, you can have modify theme. You just click on it, hit apply, and look at them, see how you like them. My current theme, you can change these anytime you want. Click apply and it'll just change your background, sound effects, stuff like that. Enjoy, have some fun. Display settings is just the size of your screen, your display screen, the screen itself. Click 1 or 2, there's a few settings in here you can do. Default, monitor, HD graphic card. You can set your resolution, how bright or how colored you want it. High resolution, you have a choice, high or medium. Advanced settings, I don't even know what's in here. Yeah, you could go in here. This pretty much just gives you a description of tools on your computer. There's really not much you can do with that, so you don't have to go into the advanced settings, but go into some of these settings. Have some fun, change your colors, your desktop backgrounds. We'll show you, like I said, later how to do pictures, screensavers, stuff like that. And that'll about cover it for today, for this video. Thank you. This is Larry's Computer Class. We'll see you soon.